Hello everyone, I'm out here at my property in southeast Ohio. Just a spring trip. I always come out in the springtime, do a little shed hunting, just take a walk around and check everything out. So I'm doing some shed hunting today. Didn't have high expectations because if you haven't heard, I'm in southeast Ohio and a lot of the deer died off. That's not a rumor. I'm a landowner talking to all the neighbors, and it was pretty bad in the area that I'm in. So I really wasn't planning on filming anything today. However, I'm just walking through this edge of some thick stuff, and I kind of thought it was just some weeds, and as I got closer, I see two antlers laying side by side. I don't know if they're fresh, old, but I'm gonna sneak up through this thicket and check them out. So here we go. If you didn't notice, I'm all buttoned up here because I'm trying to keep the ticks out from crawling down under my shirt. I'm pretty sure I walked this last year, so I'm thinking these are going to be, well, they look pretty eaten up from here. Can't tell yet. Oh. These are old, and I think this is a buck I know very well, or knew very well. I think he's dead because he never showed back up this past summer, but holy heck. Yep, this is a buck I called the call buck because he never did anything. He always had these real short tines, real wide. This would have been his 4.5-year-old set. This past year he would have been 5.5-year-old, but he never showed up, so I think he died from the EHD. But I'm gonna get a picture of these real quick, and then I'll pick them up. All right, I got some pictures. Here we go, I'll pick them up. This is kind of bittersweet because this is one buck that lived on my property. This buck was running with a buck I shot in 2022 out here. And 23, he was in 3.5, he turned into a 10-point. And then this year he jumped back down to an 8-point with a couple of dinkers. But man, I'm glad to find him, but it's a bummer. I'm pretty sure he died from EHD. Probably hard to tell from the video, but decent mass. He's probably a 20-inch wide spread on this buck. Like I said, he was always low, wide, and real short tines like this. You can see how long his beam is. Maybe I didn't walk up in here last year, or he shed late after I was already here. Let me walk around and grab the other one. He must have been taking a snooze and woke up without antlers, and they were just laying here. He's wrapped in a vine there. Yeah, look how long that beam is. The call buck. Pretty cool. Laying side by side. Heck of a buck. All right, I'm gonna keep at it, maybe find some more. I found my first dead deer up in this drainage here. It looks like a doe. Maybe from EHD, maybe it was shot, who knows. Well, there's my shadow, so there's some of it right there, and then over there. Might grab a shorter bone. Sometimes I use them for turkey calls. Surrounded by thorns and brush. It's a bummer. That's one. Here's my turkey call. All right, moving on. I didn't walk 10 more yards and here's another head, but I don't see the body. So maybe it was dragged over here. Looks like a smaller deer. Oh, my shadow's in the way there. Another doe. It's number 2. Man. Well, I'm pretty sure I have a dead head up here, which sucks. I see antlers. I really hope it's a shed, but I see bones scattered around, so I'm assuming it's a carcass and a dead head. Doesn't look like a big buck. I hope it's a buck. It might be a rib cage. I don't know, but I'll turn this around and go check it out. It's a bummer. Yeah, it's a skull. Shoot. Holy heck, is he bleached out? Looks like a 4 by, oh, he got a split brow. 4 by, oh, whoa, dang it. Man, that's a bummer. There's definitely a non-typical gene up here because I've shot 2 bucks up here that had crazy points like this all over the place. And now this one. What a bummer. That's a shame. I think I might have pictures of this deer now that I think of it. I'll have to check. What a bummer. So I literally just found that skull over there. What am I, like 10, 15 yards away? I called the conservation officer, hoping I can get a tag. And it scared the bleep out of me. I just flushed another woodcock right there, like 3 yards in front of me. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't even looking. I mean, holy heck. This is a Dunstan chestnut. And it gets loaded up every year. I just broke one open. However, I planted, I think, 4 when I planted these, and only 1 survived for whatever reason. And they need like to pollinate each other, so now they only get these little mini chestnuts inside. I always said one of these days I'll plant more, but I just never did. Maybe this year. Probably too late. sometimes life gets in the way. It's tough owning land, that's for sure, especially when it's a few hours away. All right, everyone, I think that's going to do it for my shed hunting for the day. I've been here for about 5 hours, and I found the 2 older sheds, the 2 doe skulls, and this guy here, which was probably an EHD deer, died in EHD. It was definitely a velvet buck, so he probably died and the tips are soft, so I'm betting July, August, maybe August, July, August time frame, I bet. He's not chewed up, except a little bit on the one tip. However, I haven't heard back from the conservation officer. I didn't expect to, since it's Saturday. And I don't believe I can take this, so I'm not going to take any chances, especially because I live out of state. I mean, I do own the property, but I just don't want to take any chances getting in trouble. So hopefully I'll hear back, and hopefully he doesn't get eaten up too bad by my next trip, before my next trip. And I do have, I think, a bucket or some fence. I might try to like cover him up so nothing finds him. Anyways, thank you all for coming along. A little bit, I won't say disappointed. I'm happy I found some stuff, but if you follow Ohio in EHD, southeast Ohio got slammed, and I typically get 25 to 30 bucks on camera out here, and this year I think I had 6, and nothing nice. And even all the neighbors are saying any buck 3.5 and older, everything died. I know a lot of people lost a lot of big bucks, and I was expecting, like that one I found the sheds of, I was expecting him to be around. He would have been a 5.5, and then there was another big one I was expecting to be around who never showed up. So I'm assuming they're all gone. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next video.